So I think we live. We live on YouTube right now. So hey YouTube, thanks so much for listening and coming through. Shout out to my replay crew, of course. Make sure that you guys like the video when you come in and that you're subscribed with your notifications on because as always, child, it's a lot going on and we are here to talk about at least some of it. So right now we're actually live from the playback app. Not baddies just came on. We're live from the playback app. And yeah, that's where I'm live from. So feel free to use the links in the comments to like join that app, download it, and come over and join us because we got a lot going on over here right now. We're on the Fem Rap Politics playlist. We in the Fem Rap Politics community on playback. And so we are here really to get into another week of this week in female rap. But honestly, going through my notes at the end of this week, there were a couple business topics that I wanted to get into. So we're gonna get into that. I meant to put Tidal on the thumbnail. News with Tidal. Now, just to orient everybody to where we are right now and what is actually going on. Nicki Minaj is currently live.
What's up?
So Nikki is currently live on Stationhead, and it was my plan to come live regardless this weekend and talk to you guys and stuff like that. But as she as always, Nikki she be doing whatever she be doing, right? So she live, right? So she went live about an hour ago at this point, and so why that's why I'm a little bit delayed because I wanted to be on here earlier. But so when she went live, she started talking a little bit while she was playing music, and she was saying how basically tonight is going to be a long show, that she has a lot to get into. She has about 5 things on her agenda, and she's definitely giving out lashings tonight. So it seems like right now I don't really know what's going on because I haven't really been in here too much since she last spoke because I've been doing other things. And so it seems like they're doing either Nikki trivia or something like that. So that's on the docket for tonight. She's also having people to come up to sing and or rap. So if that's you, definitely feel free to join. Also, she has said she has lashings. Okay, now lashings could be for anybody. It could be for the barbs and it could be for the girls. And so once again, really just to orient us into what has been going on this weekend, what's currently going on right now, and how the everyone is responding to it over the weekend. Cardi, she spoke at the Kamala Harris rally. I believe it was in Texas. Honestly, guys, I did not watch it, and I did not watch any of her speech. So it's been a lot of chatter online this past weekend and stuff like that. And because of that appearance there has been social media back and forth subliminals from her to Nicki Minaj. It is also Megan's numbers, her first week numbers for her album Act Two of her album Megan is out right now as well. And so Nikki also says she has lashing. So with all of the stuff that's going on, and Cardi started bringing kids into the conversation or into the beef and or tension energy that they have been exchanging back and forth. That has been the talk of the town today on social media. Bringing the kids into the beefs with the artists, which is really unacceptable. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, okay? But we also have to have our eyes on Nikki as to how might she respond to this, right? Because she's currently live, but also how she is going to react to Megan's sales, okay? So that is what I want to talk about tonight. I also want to get into a couple of business topics. So definitely get comfortable, relax and stuff like that. And just let's have some fun tonight. So everybody hold your horses and stuff like that. So she's still currently talking. I'm trying to find where playback is so I can look at y'all comments real quick. Hey Ibiomi Jamilo feeling 3000, thank y'all so much for coming through. I hope that everybody's been having a good weekend. And so I'm just gonna pull up my document with my topics. And yeah. Oh, okay. So I wanted to. Okay. So let's get into let's get into Spotify Wrapped real quick. Spotify Wrapped. Forbes put out an article this past week on Spotify Wrapped. We are going to revisit like Nicki Cardi and all of the Meg stuff like in a couple minutes. I just want to get through a couple of business topics first, and then we can get back into that now. And we're also going to check up on Nicki. Hey Lisa, thank you so much for coming through on YouTube. I really appreciate you. So what was I gonna say? I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, so y'all know it is November 3rd, right? So it's about to be the end of the year. So Spotify is about to come out with their Spotify Wrapped, which is where they really look at the data from what we've been streaming this year, and they compile that together to show you what your favorite songs are, what your favorite artists are, what your favorite albums are. And so I'm definitely looking forward to Spotify Wrapped because I've had some fun this year with music and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna get into it, but we'll get into that another time. But yeah, I just wanted to see like what they're saying. Okay, so Spotify Wrapped, right? It comes out at the end of every year. Usually they stop tracking or they reset our data at like October 1st or something like that, October 31st. So it says Spotify Wrapped will track data post October 31st, what we know about this year's iteration. Okay, now if you don't have Spotify, Apple Music does the same thing. It's called Replay, and you probably could access it anytime on Apple Music. So it says Spotify confirmed the data tracking period for its highly anticipated Spotify Wrapped year-end review packages will extend beyond October 31st, the date that was once reported to be the final day of data collection, though it did not specify when tracking stops. So usually Spotify would stop tracking our data or reset our data at October 31st in order to compile what we have been streaming for the year, and then they give it to us on December 1st. But this year, instead of stopping at October 31st, they have extended the data tracking timeline. Now, we are currently at November 3rd. It's been 4 days since October 31st, but Spotify has not said when the tracking is actually going to stop. So if you're here, like, let me know, like, who do you think is going to be number one on your songs, on your artists, on your albums list? I'm very interested in to what you guys have been listening to this year, and I definitely hope to like get into that at some point. We're gonna get in. Yeah, we should do a Spotify Rap Live where we look at all our data together and just get to know each other based on like what we like to listen to. So hey, that ate hot. You was fine. That was not me. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to like get and we're gonna move off of that. But yeah, I'm trying to post more on YouTube and stuff like that. I probably use YouTube a little bit like Twitter, so that's why y'all gotta be subscribed, because I was posting in the community tab. Like I seen this on Twitter last night. It says I'll be sexy again soon. I'm just losing my mind right now. Mind you, I wasn't even gonna post that because that's not even like the mind state that I was in. I was chilling. I just wanted to post something to let y'all know that I was thinking about y'all. So no, that is not me, guys. I look just like how I look in my actual picture. So no, that's not me. But like, yeah, thanks everybody who interacts with me on the community wall. Yeah. So yeah, let's get back into Spotify a little bit. So Spotify teases upcoming rap package in a Halloween themed post on X, confirming data collection will continue until an unspecified date. The Spotify rap package's customized graphics tell a Spotify user their top five most streamed artists and songs in a calendar year, used to stop data collection on October 31st. Reported in 2022. Spotify told users in an in-app pop-up message last week that 2024 is almost a wrap, urging users to update the app so they can access their wrap packages when they arrive. Okay, so yeah, just make sure that you guys do that. Oh, hold on, let's look at this. So it says, when will Spotify Wrapped 2024 release? It says, though no release date yet has been announced, Spotify Wrapped usually drops at the end of November or the beginning of December. It's usually the beginning of December. Spotify releases wrap packages on November 29th last year, one day earlier than the previous year when packages were released on November 30th. Users are typically given access to Spotify Wrapped through an in-app pop-up, and the package is formatted as a slideshow with Instagram story-ready graphics. Users are also given playlists with their top 100 songs from the year. Okay, so I'm gonna, we don't really, if you want to access this article, like let me know and I'll give it to you or whatever, put it in the comments, but I don't want to waste too much time. So just expect our wrap packages to come out at the end of this month. And I definitely, listen to this, and I want you guys to, I don't know, hit me up on social media and send me screenshots of y'all packages, y'all slideshows when it come out. Because like I said, I want to see what y'all been listening to this year. Okay, so send it to me. I'll compile it into a presentation like this, and then we can come live and talk about what you've been listening to. You've been listening to the apps, bitch. Not me, but yeah, we can talk about it. All right. So yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening to that. So two more things. I think Drake is going to be your top artist, child. So I still love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let's move on and get into Tidal. Some stuff going on with Tidal, right? This is an article that I brought actually weeks ago that I wanted to talk about that I never did, because it's so hard for me to talk about business on this channel because it just be so much drama going on. So it's like, I want to talk about business, So it says Tidal. This was 9 weeks ago. It says Tidal has rolled out new tools that will allow US-based songwriters to claim their music and track its usage to ensure they're being paid correctly. Artists will be able to view and manage their writing credits and metadata to ensure their work is correctly matched and registered, helping them to earn money. So this is a really big deal when it comes to songwriters and streaming services, which is also known as DSPs, which is digital streaming provider. So a DSP is what I just said. It's basically a streaming service. A DSP is YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, anything that you can stream or listen to music on. That is called the DSP. Okay. And so Tidal becomes the first DSP, the first streaming platform to offer a songwriter management system, which is pretty good. And it's so like, Jay-Z really did a disservice to Tidal with being like a not good businessman, because Tidal has so many like great futuristic qualities when it comes to the intersection of tech, business, and music. And just like, even, I don't know, like Tidal is different because it was, when Tidal was it first came out, they marketed it in a way where they told us like, oh, like Tidal is the DSP, is a streaming service that pays the most to artists, right? And so you can search that up if you want to see like, oh, like the chart of each streaming service and how much they can pay artists. You can easily find that, and Tidal has the most. And so that's why it's like, oh, Tidal is really for the artists, right? But then we find out like how they really did Nicki and their investors behind the scenes. And so here's another good feature that Tidal has, which is the ability for songwriters and artists to manage their data in Spotify, and to like get their money. Like Tidal is very actually forward thinking when it comes to songwriting, because songwriters, they get paid last. When let's say I write a big song for Nicki Minaj, probably Nicki Minaj and me, anybody who worked on the song, you don't get paid for real until like a year after that song is out, So like, and songwriters are the last if they get anything. So this is really, really important for songwriters. And Tidal is trying to they're trying to maintain attractiveness in their platform. They want people to use their platform. They want artists to prioritize their platform, because we all prioritize Spotify and Apple Music because they're the biggest, right? But this is how you make people prioritize your platform, by actually, doing things to help people. But it's just a shame that like, their platform is really going down because of, there's tweets there from Barbs who are telling other Barbs, everybody cancel your Tidal subscriptions. And that's kind of like an unspoken thing after Nicki exposed Jay-Z for not paying their investment, like Tidal. I don't think Tidal is really going to go anywhere for real. Like they really have to do good business, My girl Nicki is getting her Grammy this year, child. Okay. But I have another article with Tidal that I want to show you guys real quick. This is actually as of this week. Okay, so what did I just say? Tidal is going down the drain. And what the fuck happened now? Latest round of Tidal layoffs could hit a quarter of staff. As of October 31st, Tidal is the latest company in the music business to do a lot of layoffs. So let's get into this, child, because I ain't even look at it yet. I said, child, I gotta come talk to y'all about this, after everything we literally just heard. So it says less than a year after its last round of layoffs, Tidal has reportedly announced further job cuts. According to let's make it bigger. According to an internal memo obtained by Fortune, Tidal owner Block is planning significant job reduction so that the DSP can operate like a startup again. So we're going to part ways with a number of folks on our team. The CEO, Jack Dorsey, former CEO of Twitter, wrote in the memo. So this dude who used to own Twitter sold Twitter to Elon, bought Tidal from Jay-Z, I guess. And so he said, we're going to lead with engineering and design and remove the product management and product marketing functions entirely. We're reducing the size of our design team and foundational roles supporting Tidal, and we will consider reducing engineering over the next few weeks as we have more clarity around leadership going forward. So what is the clarity around leadership? Once again, Tidal was sold from Jay-Z to Jack Dorsey. That is the current leader of Tidal. I don't know if he still wants to run the company or if there are other executive like movement happening in the company or stuff like that. But regardless, a lot of companies their executive suite is moving around and decreasing because they clearly just don't have the money to be paying their whole staff, so that's really what's happening here. They're going to get rid of product marketing, which is understandable, and product management, which I don't really like, because product management is really important for an app, right? For the user experience, to update the app, to work on the app. And then they're talking about leading with engineering and design. How can you lead with engineering? Are you saying that you're going to lead with cutting the engineering team? That's crazy for an app. For an app, you need engineers to build the app. You need engineers to work on the app. If you don't have engineers, what do you have? And so this is not a good sign for Tidal, for real, if this is how their strategy into reducing the company. So a Tidal spokesperson confirmed the planned layoffs to the media, saying that the streaming service has made some internal changes to our Tidal team to focus on serving artists in the most meaningful way. This involved the elimination of some roles across our business and design teams. We're going to be smaller, focus on fewer things, and move with a relentless approach to product development. Okay, they do need to develop more products. The spokesperson did not specify a number, but Fortune reports that speculation within the company is for as many as 100 job cuts, which would amount to about a quarter of Tidal staff. A quarter. That's 25%. 25 times. Okay, so 100. So Tidal probably got like 400 employees or something like that. Tidal eliminated 10% of its payroll, or about 40 employees, in December 2023, following a letter to investors from Dorsey announcing that Block would cap its total payroll at 12,000. As we continue to view the business through the lens of our investment framework, we continue to find opportunities for constraints we believe will lead to greater growth. We implemented one of these a year before our IPO, an absolute cap on the number of people we had at the company. Okay. So Tidal, this is important right here. Tidal continues to struggle with market share. I literally just said that when I talked about the difference between Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music. Spotify, Apple Music is the most popular ones. That's what we're going to. Tidal has to always remain. Tidal, Deezer, even YouTube Music, even Amazon Music. People don't use those things how they use Apple Music and Spotify. So they have to put a lot more effort into marketing their service, into giving discounts in order for people to come and use their service. And Tidal, like I told you, even though it was paying artists the most, Tidal was the most expensive membership to have, right? So Tidal continues to struggle with market share, the share of the market between Apple Music, Spotify, and all the big players in an ecosystem dominated by much larger players such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music. The DSP had 2.1 million, where does shit go? 2.1 million subscribers in 2020. According to documents filed in a lawsuit, the DSP had 2.1 million subscribers in 2020, according to documents filed in a lawsuit. What lawsuit? By comparison, Spotify had 130 million paying subscribers. That is fucking crazy. Look at the difference. Spotify, 130 million people have a paid Spotify account. They said paying subscribers, 130 million Spotify paying. And Tidal only got 2.1 million subscribers. Now, Tidal has a free tier, but you can also pay for the service. So you can see how like Tidal don't really make that much money. Okay. And so they don't have a lot of competition and or leverage in the market, which is why Jay-Z gave up on it, And so anyway, by comparisons, I read that already, 130 million paying subscribers at the time and 246 million as of Q2 of 2024. So Spotify at this point, they probably got 250 million subscribers paid. The streaming service was launched in 2014. So Tidal was launched in 2014 by a Swedish Norwegian firm Aspiro. The following year, Jay-Z and several other prominent artists acquired it for $56.2 million through the holding company Project Panther Bidco. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna go through all that because we kind of know the history of Tidal. If you want to know the history of Tidal, let me know and I'll give you this article because it clearly goes into that. But I don't want to bore you guys, okay? So definitely, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments and stuff like that. They're looking for a new team to build the app. Probably I only use YouTube Music. Okay, cool, interesting. Well, thank you guys so much for pulling up tonight. I really appreciate it. As you can see, Nicki Minaj is currently live on Stationhead. She's talking to the Barbs. If you were not here at the beginning, please like the video. But let me speed you guys up to what is actually happening tonight, right now, and this whole weekend. We're going to get into it, which is why I wanted to do the business topics first. So thank you so much for sitting through that and listening. I hope you learned something, and that's something that I want to start incorporating more into our conversations, because this is the real tea of the industry, and it's telling you why people are not getting along, okay? And so that's what y'all really need to be paying attention to. Fuck all of this female rap beef, because this is really nothing, and it's honestly disgusting. So yeah, let's before two more things before we really get into Nicki, Cardi, Meg, real quick, because we're talking about business tonight. Coi Leray finally shared that she is now an independent artist. I don't know if you guys have been looking at what's been going on with Coi Leray in the past couple of months, because she's irrelevant, so we have not been paying attention to her. But thank you, Feeling 3000, because some of us been missing the mess during the work week. I'm crying. So yeah, so Coi Leray, she's now independent. Those of you who know, Coi Leray was signed to Republic Records, which is currently the label that Nicki Minaj is on, Lil Wayne, Drake, Taylor Swift, all of the biggest artists and stuff like that. What's her name? Coi had some good times. Obviously, it wasn't working out with Republic, so she left Republic. I would say, I don't know if you'll know if it's been a year since she left Republic, and they put her on like Island Def Jam, or a smaller label in the Universal Music System. She put out probably like a EP, 2 projects on that label between last year and this year. Go look at her discography if you care to see. And but now, a couple weeks ago, she was like calling someone out on her Instagram, and I'm not gonna pull it up, but she was calling somebody out, like who she was in a production deal with. Like, I don't know if this company is called like 1800 Records or something like that, or Entertainment. And apparently she was really in this really bad production deal. A lot of artists are in really bad production deals, child, because a production deal is usually the first deal that you sign before getting a record deal. So like, let's take Nicki, for example. The production company is Young Money. So Nicki signs to Young Money, then she signs to Republic. So for Coi signed to 1800 or whatever, and then she signed to Republic, right? And so she's no longer signed to Republic, but for some reason that other company still had her in a chokehold. So child, she was begging to get out. So she here in this post, she's finally out. The last time I saw her complaining was probably like a week ago or 2 or some shit like that. But I ain't really look into it. So when I seen this, I'm like, oh, she said she finally independent. Time for new music. Shout out to the Koi Pond. Couldn't do it without you. I'm so effing happy. So she says, shout out to my lawyer, Aaron Rosenberg. So it seemed like the lawyer got her out her deal, and maybe, child, he did it for a discount, child, which is why she's shouting him out. Because do you ever see your lawyer, like artists really shouting out their lawyers who be negotiating deals? Not really, child. So Coi, how much money you got over there, sis? So somebody was asking me the other day, because we actually talked about this on Stationhead. So someone was asking me the other day, like, is this a good thing for Coi? And it's just like, it just depends. Like, it just depends. It depends on just like how you're performing, how your music is selling. Like, if all Coi needs to do now more than ever, she needs her music to sell, because she ain't got no label bankrolling her. So she got 15.4 million monthly listeners, and probably a lot of these streams is coming from songs that she was on while she was in the major label system. Okay, so she'll still get royalties and stuff like that, but the majority of the money that's coming from these songs is probably not going to Coi. It's going to Republic. And so she needs to like create a catalog now that's actually worth something. And wait, hold on, this is her latest release. Let's see when it came out. August 16th. Okay, that was the last time. So it's now, if you really care, it's important to like just look at artists like Tinashe, right? So she's in the same situation that Tinashe was in a couple of years ago. So Tinashe, she moved on from RCA. Still, her most popular song is Two On. That money is probably going to RCA, and she's probably getting some of it too. But here's her second most popular song. That's why it's so important, or it was so monumental, that she had another big hit this past year with Nasty, because now this money is going directly to Tinashe. And so this Tinashe leaving RCA, did that really matter? No, it matters now because she's making money. Like, she's making good money from her music. Her music is doing numbers. Well, I mean, she had that, like, the hit or whatever and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that, like, when you leave a label, it is now time for you to make sure that your music is making money, okay? And that is how you become valuable again. And that's why you got Taylor Swift over there re-recording her albums and stuff like that. Go back, renegotiate. If Tinashe is currently with an independent label right now, but if a major wanted to come to Tinashe and sign her, she gonna get a big bag, okay? She gonna get a big bag. You gotta talk to Tinashe correctly at this point, and it's probably, unless they just go give her 100% creative control, it's just better to, like, leave her in her bag and let her do what she's doing by herself. All right, moving on. Let me know how you feel about Coi being independent. She owe Republic, especially after that album full of samples. Crying. I listened to a Coi album? Don't know. Anyway, so okay, Nicki's still talking to somebody. So let's move on. Okay, before, just one more topic, y'all, before we get into Nicki, Cardi, Meg. Okay, bitch, Latto was posted up with Lil Kim. So Lil Kim had, y'all know Latto on tour right now, right? So Latto had a show in New York City this past week or whatever, and she brought out Lil Kim. And so, it's been a little talk or whatever, and seeing them on stage together. Let's see. Okay, so I guess this is Latto. Oh, Kim over there. Wait, did she come up with something? So Kim performing or whatever. Okay, we can't play a lot of it, guys, because this is copyrighted music. But pay attention to the interaction. Pay attention. So, she hugs her. Okay, she's away. Not doing the dance, so she doing the dance. Great. Latto want to go viral so bad. Oh my God. When I say Latto's budget is gearing -50, bro, look at them stairs. That gotta be the cheapest stairs you could choose from. Think about Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 towards stairs, and look at this shit. You could slip right through them cracks. Latto, why 21 Savage didn't cover your budget? So look at the interaction. Oh, now twerks. Does Latto know this song? Okay. Where was the passion in that? So Latto has no words. Why they got security on stage like that? Girl, it's the arena. This is the Barclays Center. I've never seen nobody have no security on stage before. I'm crying. Oh my God. Latto, please be serious. Be serious. So I think what's interesting to point out here is that, it's fine, basic level, basic chemistry, dancing or whatever, moving around. But at the end of the day, Latto was not that passionate about Little Kim. These bitches claim that they look up to Little Kim, but that's only after they can't look up to Nicki Minaj anymore in public. And so, I heard other people talking about this, and they're like this is like, if Latto was able to bring Nicki Minaj tour out, like, that's not what it would be giving. Like, your real idol. So, like, I'm not really trying to be, like, messy or whatever. But what I am saying is that, like, had this been Nicki Minaj, she would have been more passionate about it. These girls be claiming that Lil Kim is their idol, but they don't know her music. They're not passionate. They just did that for vanity purposes, because tour is about being able to, like, say who you brought out, right? What legends are you able to bring out? Same thing for an album. Like, how many big artists are you able to get on your album? Y'all bitches want Little Kim to pop out for y'all, but y'all have not put Kim on none of y'all albums yet. None. Okay? Not one. So, this is with the bullshit, Latto. And yeah, this was all fake. So, tour giving brokey facts. Like, why she not singing along? Because she don't know the music. Hey, Capricorn, thank you so much for coming through. All right, so that's all I really wanted to say on her, child. But, like, yeah, this is giving fake female rap unity or whatever. It's no shade, but whatever. All right, so moving on. Let's check in on Nicki real quick.
I would say Fendi.
I didn't ask you, sir.
Sorry, Queen.
Crying. Okay, so it looks like they're playing a game, maybe playing Nicki Trivia, where she asked them a question and they have to, figure out the answer and whatever. But yeah. we're here to discuss the big three, okay, female rappers. Now we've been talking about like, oh, like is this really the big three? But yeah, technically, child, it is for now. Like, or at least how we gonna talk about them tonight. So the big three been, going back and forth all weekend. So as I said when we opened up the conversation, when we opened up the show tonight, a lot, I guess, where was the event with Kamala Harris, guys? Was that in Texas or something? I'm shocked Latto was even doing an arena tour, child. Oh, I wish I had some more like footage of that. Like probably like later on tonight, tomorrow, I'll try to go look up some more footage of Latto's show, especially in New York City. I definitely want to see how she did the Barclays Center, because Nicki performed at the Barclays Center. So I was at the Barclays Center 2 times this year. So I definitely want to see what it's given, because we know that they closed down some seats, child. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, so because of like that, what's going on like with the election and stuff like that, like all of these celebrities endorsing Kamala Harris at the last minute is giving a lot of paid promo, paid advertisement, for real, because why else, right? And it's so never mind. I don't talk about politics. So like let's just move on, okay? So you clearly like Cardi was at the thing and she gave a speech or whatever, she messed up. All of that is irrelevant. I didn't watch any of it, so I don't know. But so afterwards, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through like Nicki's tweets, right? So I guess like this happened. Nicki whole page filled with like Stationhead links. I'm fucking dead. So when was this? November 1st. This was yesterday. November 2nd was Saturday, right? So November 2nd, she starts tweeting checking memes. Let's see what time this was. 1:59 p.m. Wait, guys, when was the Kamala event? Was that yesterday or Friday? This was 2:02 p.m. yesterday. Okay, so it's important to look at the timestamp, right, of these tweets and stuff like that, because I think it was this. No, which one it was, y'all, that Nicki tweeted after Cardi was talking? Like, I don't know. Sorry, I wasn't really like I wasn't watching the thing, so I just wasn't, like. Hey Mally, thank you so much for coming through. Hey Lizzie. I just know that if 13 Nicki tweeted yesterday was from Meg. Yep, she did. It is. Hey Latrice. Thank y'all so much for coming through. But yeah, guys, so at some point, like I don't oh no, I do it, I think it was on Friday night. It was on Friday night when Cardi gave her speech at Kamala Harris's event. Okay, I think. Did Nicki delete some tweets? Because there was the whole tweet that like got people going was the Wendy Williams one. Let's go to here, this one. So yes, she tweeted this. Yes, 11:25 p.m. November 1st. Okay, so that was in the night when Kamala Harris event was going on and Cardi was giving her speech. So she tweets this, I guess, at some point after the event was over. And so obviously, like you can see the engagement on this tweet, 33,000 likes, 4.5 thousand, whatever, it's like, so it causes a lot, right? And so I guess it's plausible to like say that Nicki was making a comment regarding what happened at the Kamala Harris thing. Once again, I did not see it. However, the talk of the town was Cardi in her speech and how illiterate she is and how she should not be endorsing Kamala, X, Y, and Z. And so, yeah, I'll take that as her throwing some shade or whatever, like whatever. But I think Cardi, and I'm gonna open another tab right now, because Cardi then, not Gag City endorsing Kamala Harris. So, November 2nd, I don't be paying attention to these hoes. When did she tweet like, oh, here it is, November 1st. Oh my God! It was 11:33 p.m. Oh my God. Let's look at Nicki's tweet, the timestamp. Fuck. 11:25. 11:25, Nicki tweets Wendy Williams. At 11:33, not even 10 minutes later, Cardi says, my kids are so smart. And so why would she say that? Like, that's so random. So like, let me know how y'all felt. Let me know how y'all felt in the moment, child. So Cardi talking about my kids are smart after Nicki tweet her shit, right? So, here it is. This is what really has started all of the like war that's going on right now on social media and the timeline, at least between like the Barb's and Barty gang. And so, like what's like whatever you could say, like Nicki was shading and she has the right to respond if she wants to, but it's like, Cardi's always, she's unhinged, right? Like she's unhinged and she's going too far. Like nobody was talking about kids. Girl, you have how many kids? And you be so, ready to like, call a hit on somebody if somebody was to say something about your kids. But once again, you're introducing kids. Like how do we introduce kids into the conversation when you got more kids than me? All right, cool. So now, like the Barb's been dragging and stuff like that. And so a lot of people feel like, in terms of Barb's, they feel like, if Cardi wants to talk about kids, then, like, let's talk about her kids because we don't be talking about kids. So hold on. She said, so somebody said, stop sneak dissing on people's kids because it's not that deep. So then Cardi responds with the video of her son saying, I'm lost. I can't be proud. My son spelling his name and other things at 3. Bitch, she tweeted this at 11:50. That was how many minutes? About 15 minutes after she tweeted my kids are so smart. What the are you tweeting about your kids being smart at 11:33 p.m. after you got off stage with Kamala Harris? Stop. That's not it. Okay? You know what you was doing. And that's why it's important to look at these motherfucking timestamps. And that's why I don't like when bitches be deleting shit. But cool, she ain't delete shit. So yeah, Barb's been going off on her, since then and stuff like that. And I guess that's fine. Like the only thing that I don't condone is the dragging of the kids, right?
The vice
Like,
president.
and so one thing about me is I'm very like both in my personal life and in this stuff, I'm very like, I don't start with nobody. Like, like I don't start with nobody. I don't talk about people's kids. I don't talk about people's relationships. I don't go too far. I say my stuff. I keep it on the music. I keep it on your personality, right? Like, so it's like doing all of this, right? And sorry, let me not get lost into that, right? What I'm saying is that because someone dogs me out and says whatever, you can say whatever you want about me or my family, and I'll not give a fuck. You know why? Because you don't know me or my family. You don't know me or my family, and you don't know how they look, and you don't know my life. So I don't care what you have to say about it because you don't know anything. But like you th- I don't think that just because like Barty Gang gets away with dragging Papa Bear and they'll say things like, oh, like, Papa Bear is autistic and he can't talk and stuff like that. And we've never really seen Papa Bear say much, right? We've never really seen Papa Bear say much. Nikki is very protective and careful about how she shares her son, and this is the reason why. And I think that, like, I saw some Barbs talking about this on the timeline that, like, it is by design that we don't know that Papa Bear talks. Papa Bear was, he turned 4 years old on September 30th of this year. And so it's been just a month that Papa Bear is now 4 years old. And so maybe he's in school, like in kindergarten, he's doing something, right? It's 68 people in here. Please like the video, y'all. I only got 9 likes. Let's get up to about, 56. Okay. And so yeah, like, thank you so much, Mally. I appreciate you. But yeah, so like her like, so what I want to say is that, like, yes, I don't know nothing about nobody kids. Let me say that first. But I do think that Papa Bear talks. I feel like Nikki just doesn't show him talking, right? Like I saw people talking on the timeline today saying like, Nikki will she'll cut a video. She'll let him say like a couple words or whatever, but she'll cut it when he actually starts talking. And that's fine because it's like, yes, protect your child, like protect your child. We never heard Papa Bear say a full sentence. And maybe at 4 years old, you're not saying full sentences yet, but it doesn't matter. It's the point that Nikki is that is how she protects her son, right? She lets us have this, like just see him in updates and stuff like that. But like in terms of like, oh, Papa Bear talking to us and or addressing the Barbs, that doesn't happen. Also, if you are someone who tunes into Nikki on Stationhead, sometimes you'll hear Papa Bear in the background. And every time Papa Bear comes in the background, Nikki automatically mutes herself. She does not want Papa Bear's voice to be heard for an extended period of time. Okay. And so like this is why, and so it's just very disappointing to see Cardi doing this for real, for real. She's also the one who started the husband talk, right? Let's not talk about husbands. And I don't really want to do too much of that because I want to address for real, like the fans and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go on. Let's go back to Twitter. because I saved a couple of tweets that I kind of wanted to do like look at in regards to this issue. So um this is one thing I was reading. This says, oh, see, so here is a Barb dragging culture. Okay, so it says culture, and I hate to show this on screen. So it says culture could fit 3 rows of teeth on her top gum. So that is absolutely crazy, and I do not condone anybody dragging anybody's kids or relationship or nothing, for real, for real. So then, so some people feel like they want to do that, everything is off limits, since Cardi and her fan base puts everything on limits. But what I was saying in my little rant that I was going in, when I'm not like a revenge person, was like, just because someone does something to you does not mean that you should return that energy, because I let karma take care of people. I'm never going to like bring myself down to the lows of somebody else who was doing whatever to me. So just because you drag my kids, that doesn't mean I'm going to drag yours. Karma will deal with you. So this person says, let me ask y'all something. Cardi made that post so her fans could drag a kid. If she didn't, she would have deleted it like she does when she goes on a rant. It's still up, and we know she's lurking. She ain't trying to stop or clear up. So why should delete? So once again, this is the mindset, child, of some of the Barbs that some of the Barbs have, because they do feel like it was intentional what Cardi did in order to like get Papa Bear dragged and stuff like that. And so yeah, I disagree with that take, because it's nobody's kid should be getting dragged. Once again, just because like people like drag Nicki doesn't mean I'm gonna drag their artist just because like they have to do something that I don't like. I don't just drag people just because. Anyway, there was something else, child. Lizzie, what's your Twitter? Because your tweet. Let's go to Potent Pondering. Okay. Potent Pondering, never pandering. Shout out to LaRon, because I love what LaRon tweeted. He said, y'all play around and talk about people's kids if y'all want to. You doing this because you feel Cardi B opened the door for it. What does that have to do with your personal karma? Because she will get hers when them terminal illnesses and unfortunate circumstances arise. Think about what you said about innocent kids. Don't let this app fool you. Karma will get you in public or private. And I'm so glad that like that sentence right there, where LaRon said like don't let this app fool you. Like that's something I have to tell myself very often, because like I know that I'm a good person at heart, but sometimes like the internet be getting to you, and you be wanting to like rage and go off on people and shit like that. But it's just like, no, Destiny, this is not how you are in real life. So why would you do that? Like this is not you. I know when it's not me. And so I want us to be able to draw those boundaries and like ground ourselves, because like just because someone does something wrong to you does not mean that you should return the favor. Let karma handle them, okay? Because I'm sure if you let it karma handle them, it's gonna come back 50 times worse, okay? And then you will go on unscathed, okay? All right. So D says she threw a shoe because she claimed Nicki was shady and liked the tweet talking about her daughter. So why even go there? Ooh, Cardi is a liar. Nicki never shade her children. Yeah. That's because these haters in here plotting like these just don't have fan pages. Nicki is very protective over her son. Right. I know Nicki never shaded her kids. Cardi is a liar. Yeah. So Lizzie says on playback, let me see if I missed anything. Cardi and that side definitely losers, but to help them make your child. Barbs were recently talking about B's younger son, or Beyonce's younger son, who she never really shows, right? Saying that he was slow and nonverbal. What's going on the timeline is hypocritical. I've been getting so annoyed with this fan base. Tell me about it. Barbs look insane when they come at kids, and so do the other fan bases, and it brings me concern for their mental health. Facts. Because like I'm sorry, but like the tweet that we pulled up before, like I can't make I can't make like I can't make that make sense. I can't make that make sense. Just because Cardi is dragging Papa Bear, I will never come out of my mouth to drag her kids. I'll never do that. I'll never do that, especially in the position that I'm in right now, sitting here talking to you guys. Like, I can't be doing that. Do you want a lawsuit, bitch? Do y'all want to pay for my, like, all right. So that's all I want to say on that. Cause I think so. Well, hold on. Let me get out my notes real quick. So yeah, so Cardi responds. All right, cool. So now, right? So just so once again, just to reorient everyone. Let's hold on. Let's see what Nicki's saying right now.
you know, and not just one person. I see it often, and I never thought I would get to the point where I felt sorry for these people, you know, because you can see what comes out of a person's mouth on a regular basis all their lives, right?
Hold on, I'll be right back, guys.
You will always be able to see that it's a pattern. It's not something that, and sometimes those patterns are just very nasty, evil, filled with so much hatred, but it's really hatred for themselves. You see, because they've been observing you all this time, hoping that they was gonna be able to laugh at something and all.
Okay, who's still here with me? I'm so sorry about that. I wanted to just check in on Nicki real quick because that's what's going on right now. And so, because of all of the tension that has been going on social media this weekend, Nicki is live on Stationhead as she always is every day. But when she started the show tonight, she started talking about that she has a long list, an agenda for tonight. She wants to say a lot of things. She wants to give lashings. Lashings can be for Barb's. Lashings can be for other girls. So what do we have to clock right now? We've been talking about what Cardi has been saying. So I definitely feel like she might address that indirectly. And also Megan's numbers came out today. So that is another thing that she might address, which is why I've been checking in. I knew I was going to come live, but I didn't know that Nicki was going to try to be live the same time I was live. So that's why we're just checking in because and it seems like right now she is getting into some things because she's clearly talking about like karma and stuff like that. And so I'm definitely going to have to go back and listen to the show, what she said. We'll talk about it and I'll see, like what I can get recorded and stuff. So thank you guys so much for pulling up. I really appreciate it. I still have more to talk about because we need to talk about Nicki trolling Meg now. So I'm about to switch gears real quick. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Megan's sales. We're gonna pull that up. The final numbers will be no, I think they're out, but yeah, she didn't get top 10. So let's see. I love Nicki because she has so much class. She would never. I just pray Nicki doesn't give a direct response to Cardi. I feel like Cardi has been waiting for a hiss moment. Yeah, I don't think that Nicki will give Nicki will not give a direct response to Cardi, but she might, just address the situation as she is right now, talking about karma. So who knows, right? Like who literally knows? But I'll definitely be listening back. Lizzie says I'm sad because I'm so over all of this stuff. I'm just ready for new music and projects. The whole drama and Lashings Daily is getting old. I couldn't agree more. I wanted to have fun with the Barbs and it's hard now, especially since the main topics are always drama. I couldn't agree more and I feel you. And I think that we need to have as always we're gonna have another conversation about that because I've been thinking about that, this today, yesterday, this weekend, because I wasn't there or whatever happened last night or what Nicki was live last night. Somebody even hit me like, hey, did you record? No, I wasn't there, so it was important to be able to draw boundaries and know when enough is enough and when you need a break. All right. So make sure that y'all is subscribed to the channel, okay, so that we can move forward and have these real conversations. Now, we're gonna check in on Nicki again. However, we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna talk about Megan Thee Stallion, okay? I couldn't agree more. Feeling 3000. So let me pull up. Let's pull up. We won't pull up. Well, actually, let me see what Nicki did. Okay, November 1st. More Chucky memes. That's mostly for Cardi. Like a lot of this is just really just for Cardi and Meg. And also, oh my God, this is Nicki's other response to Cardi. I think, okay, once again, she posted this, no caption, nothing. But what does Nicki say to Cardi? After all of that surgery, you are still ugly. and this is my original face. I'm sorry for yelling, guys. This is my original face, Cardi, and that's yours. Yikes. Okay. So another shot. That's another shot. Cardi, you asked. Child, I'm not even gonna give my opinion, child. That's what happened. Okay. So Nicki currently addressing shit. So I'm gonna pull up talk of the charts with the numbers. What did I send to myself? Okay. So here's hold on. Let's put some respect on Glorilla and Sexy Red, okay? They both occupy both of the top 2 spots on US Apple Music with 2 different collaborations, okay? Number 1, Sticky with Tyler the Creator, Lil Wayne, Glorilla, Sexy Red. I have not heard that song yet. And then What You Know About Me with Glorilla and Sexy Red. So they both occupy. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know none of these songs, child, because I don't listen to Tyler the Creator, but he just had a big album this week that came in at number 1. And I guess occupying the top spots of Apple Music. But I wanted to point this out because this is Glorilla and Sexy Red once again dominating the charts together. Last weekend, they both went number 1 on Apple Music together with their collaboration from Glorilla's album. And it was just really good to see them at number 1. Like, think about it. These two ghetto girls from the hood dominating a DSP, dominating streaming charts for a whole country. So I just wanted to put some respect on them real quick. Congratulations to Glorilla and Sexy Red. It is so crazy. When we look at the list of top selling female rappers of 2024, they are going to be on it because they're already on it. Chart Data already put out a tweet a couple weeks ago. We talked about it. Glorilla is above Cardi B in sales. Okay, so once again, put in some respect. Yeah, Glorilla definitely surprised me. Congratulations to both of them. You can't hate on that. That's nothing but happiness right there. So here's what I want to point out. Well, actually, the one thing I want to point out. So Megan Thee Stallion announces a iTunes and Amazon exclusive single cover for Bigger in Texas. So this was 7 hours ago. I don't know when it actually came out, but that's when Pop Base reported on it. Pretty cool cover. I like it. But so she did that. Then I have some other stats. I hate when my shit not together. Like, I literally put all my shit here. 8 hours ago, child. I'll be bookmarking so much shit. Oh, okay. Let's start from the beginning, bitch. Let's start from the beginning. Hold on. Y'all gotta sit with me. Let's go back to Nicki Page. Hold on, because I did not start from the beginning, ho. When did Nicki tweet number 13? What? I don't see it. That was last night. Did she delete? Somebody confirm real quick. Did Nicki delete that tweet? It's cool because I got it though. But I just need to see if she deleted it. Because why you deleted that? Ooh, Nicki. Ooh, I'm about to go in. All right. So let's get into it. So Nicki last night tweeted the number 13. She tweeted the number 13. So everybody like, number 13. So then she got on Stationhead last night and named the show 13, I think. Okay, allegedly, I think. And so basically, like, I think someone asked her, like, oh, like, what does 13 signify or whatever? So she was like, well, you guys have to figure it out. Like, you guys gotta go and dig and do your research. So that's what this says. Nicki Minaj states via Stationhead that we will have to do some digging of our own in relation to the meaning of her recent 13 tweets. So everybody's like, are you releasing music? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You know? So let me pull up, I know this. Let's see if I could get it, y'all. So then this page I seen, they, why is okay, here it is. This is what I see. Keeping culture alive reported 9K. Here are the sales for the top 13 albums of this week's Billboard 200 albums chart. So you would expect Megan to at least be top 10. Megan charts at number 13 this week with 43,000 sold. They're probably rounded up to 44,000, but she sold 9,000. Okay, so she sold 9,000, so selling less than 10,000. And remember, this was supposed to be allegedly sort of a standalone project, right? This is Act Two, but they combined the sales to give her a total combined of 43,000 when she really only did 9,000. But they combined it with the sale. I don't know, bitch. I don't know, bitch. Child, they doing a whole bunch of shit over there. That's the whole point about it. All right. So Nicki shaded Megan. So she probably gonna undress that tonight. She probably gonna undress it tomorrow. Okay. So Nicki been trolling Meg all week. And on her sales, it's her first week. Everybody gets trolled. Everybody get their comments. So everybody getting their lashings. She said she was giving out lashings. So let's see who getting lashings. Now, these are the main targets. Megan Thee Stallion as well as Nicki Minaj. And what's really interesting and unfortunate about Meg is that Glorilla outcharts Meg again. Glorilla is in her third tracking week and beat Megan first week. Total units, 46,000. Glorilla did 46,000 units in 1 week, whereas Megan only did 9. It only says 43 because they combined the sales with the first album. Glorilla is significantly outselling Megan. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing. This is definitely embarrassing. So yeah, she's getting lashings, okay? And she getting lashings from everybody. Like it's cool. Everybody gonna get their lashings, no shade. Especially when y'all playing games like that behind the scenes. Like, I'm sorry, we not gonna let that slide. I ain't gonna harbor on it, but I ain't gonna let it slide either. Now, so here's this. So it says word on the street. Yeah, these. Oh, okay. So here's another. I'm gonna go to let's go to talk of the charts. 7 days debut. Sorry, I got this song stuck in my head. Sorry, I can't. I'm just saying shit. So okay, let's look. I saw a tweet that for Megan, predictions for the one. Here it is. So Megan Thee Stallion's Bigger in Texas is predicted to debut around number 86 on the Billboard Hot 100. So we will find out tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow Megan will debut Bigger in Texas on the Hot 100. It seems like that's going to be the highest debut or the only debut. Okay. Well, actually, let's look at the full chart. Let's look at what they're predicting for the full chart. The full chart will be out on Tuesday. However, debuts, which are new songs from the previous week, debuts are announced on Mondays. So on Monday afternoon, Chart Data and Billboard will announce the debuts, the new songs on the chart. And if Megan is not in there, then that is definitely a flop. She will chart one song from this project from Act Two, and that's not good enough. Okay, because I don't know if she has anything on the chart. So right now we're looking at the top 25. So talk of the charts, they look at all of the streaming and sales data of every week and they calculate the chart. So this is their prediction. This is not an official chart. This is just what they are predicting based on the numbers that we currently have out right now. So what we're going to do, and these predictions come out usually on a Saturday night, which why right here it says November 2nd, 11:43 p.m. So if you want to keep up with the charts, that's what you should do. So I'm just going to go through it real quick just to look at Megan's name. Look for Megan's name. So here we have Glorilla. Okay, this is the first female rapper I'm seeing right now. Let's look again. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, number 19. Okay, no female rappers in the top 25. Let's look at here. Tyler, the Creator's debuting. Lady Gaga's debuting. Glorilla is not debuting because she hasn't dropped. Okay, so her songs right above each other. TGIF is coming in allegedly at number 38, moving down 14 spots. What You Know About Me, Glorilla Sexy Red, number 39, moving down 10 spots. This is, normal, right? You release a project, it charts high, and then it starts, falling because, they'll, figure out like which one they want to start to push and stuff like that. So I'm just showing Glorilla. Once again, we're looking for Meg. Child, we ain't find that bitch yet in the top 50. Bitch, where you at in the top 50? It's your first week. You not having nothing in the top 50 is weird. Let's go to the bottom 50, bitch. All right, let's keep looking. What the fuck is Megan Thee Stallion? Mamushi, Megan Thee Stallion, 68, minus 6 spots, going down. Child, you just put out a project. It should have went up. So that seems like that's her highest position right now, number 68. So let's come down to number 86, Bigger in Texas, new. That is the last debut on the chart, in the bottom half of the chart. It seems like Megan will only debut one song on the second act, Bigger in Texas, at number 86, and that is not impressive. I mean, it's like, we get it. Like, it's understandable because you're not charting well, you're not selling well. So for me to say, oh, Megan should they be debuting in the top 25? Like, yes, she should be debuting in the top 25 of the singles chart. However, because the album is not actually doing well and the album is not charting, she has 9,000 sales. If she only has 9,000 sales, we cannot predict her in the top 50 of the chart. She's just not charting high, and she's not going to chart anything else from the album because nothing is charting. So this is going to be the only thing to chart. It's only going to be on the chart for a week. This shit is going to fall off because who's streaming it? And that's it. And Megan is done. She's only going to have Mamushi. After the budget is done with that, that's going to fall off as well. So Megan, you're flopping. You're a flop. You released 2 projects this year. They both flopped. And you're just done, like, for real. And that's why it's just like, leave this bitch on the ground for real. Like, yeah, you deserve to get dragged for your sales. You should be selling at way more than you are selling. But at the same time, it's just like, leave this bitch in the dust, because clearly it don't matter how much Jay-Z is behind Meg. They gonna keep pumping Meg into her. And I'll say it before and I'll say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. When it comes to these just like Cardi and Meg, and anybody, bitch, all you have to do is wait for the budget to run out. We had to wait 6 to 7 years for Cardi and Atlantic's budget to run out. Now that bitch is flopping. What do you think is going to happen when Jay-Z budget run out for Megan? Right? So I don't need to sit up here and drag Megan and harp on everything that she does, because the bitch is a flop and nobody gives a fuck. Okay? Glorilla here still got 5 songs on the charts. Hold on. Okay? I love her with T-Pain. Shit, Glorilla got T-Pain on the chart. T-Pain ain't seen the charts for like 15 years. Megan, you're a flop. Especially when you have Glorilla coming under you, who opened up for your tour. So sometimes, Nicki deserves to get her look back sometimes and stuff like that. But like, sometimes I just wish she would leave these bitches on the floor, because if she just don't say anything, they'll just go away. Like, they'll literally die. And I'm gonna show you some proof of that. So was there anything else that I wanted to say regarding this? So yeah, Nicki shaded Meg because she came out with the 13 tweet. Meg is at number 13. So don't be in my fucking comments going off da 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 da. That's what she said. Okay, that's what the number said. That's what the paperwork say. I showed it to you, and I'm sure you saw it before me, because y'all bitches is obsessed with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, that's all I really had to say. But I want to show y'all this, because I found this tweet like last week. So I'm gonna have to scroll for a little bit, and here, just take a screenshot of this. This was Nicki tweeting at Meg 13. All right, take y'all screenshot. If you didn't see the proof, Nicki deleted the tweet because it ain't there no more. Okay, but that's how she getting the conversation started on Meg. Now, I'm still scrolling because I want to find this tweet that I found last week. What does this say? Oh, regarding female rappers. So, okay. Just bear with me real quick. Oh, here it is. So I found this the last time I was about to go live. It says, female rappers that are slowly losing popularity. Do y'all agree? All of them have lost popularity. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Glorilla is the only one that has increased their popularity. Everybody on this list has decreased in popularity. Doja Cat is still active. She still got her money or whatever. We already know what Meg is doing. Cardi flopping, about to flop. That bitch is in red. Okay. Ice Spice over there trying to like flopping, like literally flopping for air like a fish. Coi Leray, we just talked about her. That bitch is independent, ain't got no money. So like, that's what I'm telling y'all. It's like, all we have to do is wait for these bitches' budget to run out. The budget ran out. Nicki, all you gotta do is wait for the budget to run out. That's literally all you have to do. You don't need revenge. The budget is going to run out. Nicki's budget will never run out because they keep coming in with the money, right? She's selling. Jay-Z bank is not getting replenished based off of Megan music. And we could say the same thing about all of these other female rappers, with the exception of Glorilla. She's selling right now. I thought 13 was a date for music release. Hell nah, girl. That is where Megan is at on the chart this week. All right. So I'm really showing y'all that like literally all of these girls is going down. And Doja has a chance to come back up because she's probably gonna release another R&B pop album. But what I am saying is that, like, why y'all be so worried about these bitches? They're literally decreasing, and if you literally just left them alone, they will die. Literally, their career is dead. Leave them alone. You know, like, leave them alone. So that's be my that just be my shit on that, right? Um, Other topics that I would let's just look at this real quick, and then, like, I want to move on to, let's talk about, like Armon and Cardi situation a little bit, okay? So but listen to this real quick.
Don't fucking ask me. I don't give a fuck the resume that they send. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more. Because we could fund 2 wars. We could fund 2 wars. Motherfuckers talking about we don't got it, but we got it. Like, we're the greatest nation. No, the fuck we're not. We're going through some shit right now. Like, say it. Say it. We're really going through, we really are fucked right now. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't. Y'all talk about y'all don't make negotiation with the odds, but y'all need to sit the fuck down with these people and find agreement. No, we cannot fund these fucking wars. We can't. Keep it a bean. We can't. This is fucking crazy. And then you know what? I told myself this week, like, yo, the internet right now is too dark because celebrity drama, of course, we love it, we infuse with it, we watch it, but it's like, yo, that's little of what's really going on in the world right now. That's nothing compared to what's going on in the world right now.
All right, so this was so funny to me, especially the beginning, because Cardi's going off. Look.
Don't fucking ask me. I don't give a fuck the resume that they send. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more because we could fuck.
This is so fucking funny. This was last year. Cardi talking about not endorsing any candidate for president, and now she's on stage with Kamala Harris. Like, that shit is so funny. Oh my God, so funny. Oh my God, so funny. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. This is something that I shared with my listeners, you know, like on Stationhead, so, and probably playback. So shout out to y'all who really be with me on there. Please, we're 80 people in here. I really appreciate everybody for being here right now. Please, like the video, make sure that you're subscribed. Can we get to like 40 likes? I would really appreciate that. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. If you're just popping in, we're just here talking. We kind of talked about, oh my God, Nate is up there. We're talking about, like, you know, Nicki, Cardi, Meg stuff. Nicki is currently live right now on not social media, on Stationhead. She says she has some to say. She has some, what's it called? Like, lashings to give. And so, yeah, we just really been like talking about that and checking up on her and stuff. But talking about the big three, you know, we're talking about the big three tonight. So thank y'all for popping in. But what was I going to say? I don't know. I forgot. But oh, my theory. This is my new theory. Okay, this is my new theory. This is my new theory, if y'all don't know. Last year, around this time last year, it is November, okay? So this time last year, we were a month away from Nicki Minaj releasing Pink Friday 2, right? And so what else was happening at this time last year? Around this time last year, let's say September, right? 2024, Nicki hosted the VMAs, then that incident happened with Kenny Offset outside, and then but before that, right? Before the VMAs, what had happened? Megan and Cardi released bongos, right? And so what happened during that rollout? When Cardi was rolling out bongos, Nicki was rolling out Pink Friday 2. And every time, remember when Cardi, if those of y'all who be on Twitter, when Cardi dropped the cover art to when Cardi dropped the cover art to bongos, Nicki dropped the cover art to Pink Friday 2. And Nicki was stepping all over Cardi's rollout. Every time Cardi did something, Nicki stepped on it. And it was funny, right? But I think that Nicki is taking a different approach now, which is why she's very, very active, which is why she is constantly talking to the fans, because I think that first of all, let's back it up. A lot of people expected Nicki to go on hiatus after the Pink Friday 2 tour concluded. And she might still, because we're coming to the end of the year, we're coming to holiday season. However, she's still in full swing mode, working and interacting with the fans every day. And so I think that she's one of the reasons why she's doing this is, and she says it, right? She feels like whoever her ops are right now, whether it's Rock Nation wants her to not be on Stationhead. They want her to not interact with their fans. She feels like they want to draw her apart from her fans. So she's doing the opposite. And so But the other thing is, in terms of Cardi, I feel like Nicki is also staying in our faces every day, because what would happen if Nicki said, I'm going on hiatus, and she laid low? What would happen? Cardi would drop. She's going to drop something. Then Nicki would have to come back out and do whatever she want to do with all her shade or whatever. So what Nicki is doing is she's staying consistent in our faces, so that when Cardi does move, it don't look super obvious when she want to do something, but we'll still be able to clock it, and we will clock it. Okay. But so yeah, that's what I feel like she's doing. That's what I feel like one of the new strategies is. And because here's the thing, y'all thought that y'all won. Y'all thought that Cardi was gonna be the queen of rap and I was gonna go sit down. No, bitch. You want to release an album? You want to roll out? Bitch, you better go #1, and you better do it while I'm standing in front of you. I'm not gonna go sit down. I'm not, because you see when Nicki say, when the queenly bitches want to come out like a cockroach. No, but you better come and do it in front of me, okay? You're gonna have to reign in front of me. I don't think y'all understanding the type of reign I'm talking about. I'm talking about reign like the queen, not reign outside. You're gonna have to reign in my presence if you want that respect. She's gonna make it hard for her, as she should, as whatever. So keep watching, the strategy is unfolding in front of our eyes, so we'll be following it, we'll be breaking it down, we'll be clocking it, bitch. So if you and your feelings, child, it's too late, sis, okay? But make sure that like y'all like the video though. And oh, not she got hold on.
No shade. It's a
No,
chop.
no, no,
It's
no.
a
This is a
chop.
different
Like
part.
that's the.
It's a different
You
part of
how
the
many
diss.
times you gonna tell him
This
to say
is a
this again?
different
We
part
not
of the
catching
diss.
it.
This is a different part.
Okay, so they seem like they're getting into like barb court bottom stuff. It doesn't seem like she's saying like anything important right now. I'm gonna refresh YouTube because I'm not seeing anybody in the comments real quick. Yeah. All right, cool. So I don't really see anybody in the comments. So yeah, child, let me know how y'all feel. One thing, right? Nikki have asked him to keep her fans fed is disrespectful to the Barbs and her legacy. Child. It's like they take back and brown people as a joke, yeah. And use artists who they feel will appeal to the community, but it comes off as tasteless. Yeah, the boy had a what paid him line in his rap, and she said he was at Nate, so Nikki added him. Oh, okay, okay. Quality over quantity. I'm representing Stationhead, so yeah, child. We gotta talk, okay? We gotta talk on the HQ channel for real, for real. So make sure that y'all download playback, child, because y'all be missing like mad of these conversations, child. I gave y'all that tea, but I've been spilled that tea days ago, okay? So y'all need to keep up with me. Now, last thing that I'll say, because I've been wanting to talk about so much things, and then like I don't. So let's do it now since I'm here now. Okay. So what happened a couple days ago? This whole situation between like Cardi and Armon and stuff like that. Like I was really like, even my listeners will probably be able to tell you, like I was really kind of like, I don't know, like I don't know, like I would give Armon the benefit of the doubt. At, like these days, I guess, like when it comes to defending him, but it's so hard to do that right now. Like I'm so done with I feel like I'm done with Armand. Like I'm done giving him like, the benefit of the doubt and whatever, because he is such a scary cat. Like he's making so much commentary and comments regarding like this whole lawsuit between Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Grams, aka My Radio, aka Millie. And so like like he's just like puffing up his chest, and then fuck, where did I fucking put this shit? Like, hold on, let me see. I gotta go through my bookmarks. Well, actually, let's come over here and do a search for Armand and see what we see on Twitter. Because he was here. Thank you. Wait, hold on. No, it was something else. Here. Okay. So Armand Wiggins throws shade at Cardi B after Nicki Minaj about asked about him on Stationhead, and brings up the secret recording between himself, Cardi, Ken Barbie, and Cardi. Is Armand Wiggins trying to get Nicki and Cardi to beef? Let's hear this because I haven't heard this yet. Let's hear this.
How is Armand doing? Still messy or what?
Okay, so Nikki says, how is Armand doing? Still messy or what? So I saw Armand's response to it. He was happy for it. He said he's going to use it as a soundbite and stuff like that. All right, cool. So, Armand had a couple of tweets about being messy, child, but like, where did it know? This is not the back and forth that he had with Cardi yesterday. Cackles when Armon is being flamed. Oh please, Armon, get a fucking grip. Here it is. I don't know what Armon posted, and I don't really care, okay? But Cardi said something about like trying to read or not being able to read or whatever. So then so Cardi responded saying, I know you're not trying to be funny. Let's do a compilation video every time you're trying to read out loud. LMAO, boy. So Armon says, this definitely wasn't for you, Stink. I was really gagging at Will Smith rapping. Now I apologize and move on, but you not going to keep trying to embarrass me. This was not for you, but it can be. So then this is a response to Cardi, but then he goes on his own page and tweets and says, you asked me to leave you alone. I haven't spoke in your direction. You are feeling insecure and directing at me, but then want to holler I'm bullying you. Stop trying me, Cardi. I didn't say nothing to you or about you, but be very clear. I can outread and speak you any day from the dome. No phone needed. So then Cardi was this before? I think this was before Cardi started going off. And maybe she deleted those tweets or whatever. It'd be so hard for me to keep up with they drama back and forth for real. But like the point is that like Armon deleted his tweet. That tweet that I just read to Cardi where he's like, yo, that wasn't for you. I apologize. I moved on. I ain't been da, but it could be, like and it's just like, yo, Armon, you be having all of this mouth for what Milagro was doing, what she should be doing, what she shouldn't be saying. And, I still think you have merit to your argument, but you can't be talking about other people's legal situations, or you can't be trying to go off on other people. Then when Cardi come at you, you stay backing down. Joe Budden does the same thing. Y'all stay backing down. Now you scared of a lawsuit. You can't be up here like, just like gasping for air over Millie and Megan's lawsuit, not thinking that like it can't happen to you. Like it could happen to any of us, right? Which is like, regardless of how I feel about him, Millie, Joe Budden, I'm going to, I'm going to stand in solidarity with them because that could happen to me. It could be me, and so last night, I was watching academics and he was saying like how like he's down to start a GoFundMe for Millie and put up to $20,000 for her legal fees and stuff like that. And Joe Budden had the opposite opinion, which whatever, but it's just like I fucking appreciate academics for that. Like we can whatever you want to say about academics, but the fact that like he is willing to go against Meg, go against Rock Nation, to stand with someone else who creates media independently, like y'all don't understand like how important this is. If you're not someone who's talking on the microphone, if you're not a creator, like there's some things that you're just not gonna understand, and I'll disagree with any of those people, any of those other creators. But if some like if they're about to file a lawsuit, like I don't agree with the way that Millie was reporting on Tory Lane's case. And if you were listening to me during that time, you knew that. But hey, I'm not going to say that she didn't bring it on herself though, right? Because I wouldn't be posted up with somebody family like that, making it give that I got a personal relationship with them. But at the end of the day, like, Megan can have her arguments. Like, I'm not, saying like, oh, like Megan is just in the wrong and Millie is in the right. Nah, I'm saying that Megan probably do have some right to sue Millie, but no shade. You could have went to academics. You could have went to, because that independent media, independent creators, we're humans. Like academics said, we're humans. We're not corporations like a Hot 97, like a Power 105.1 that got billions of dollars behind them to pay for their lawsuits. So anybody who comes out a YouTuber or whatever is automatically, the enemy. Now, if you don't have good merit for it, because Nicki had good merit for suing Nosy Ho, right? Cardi had good merit for suing Tasha K because she was literally spreading lies about her. But I don't think that Millie was really doing the same thing. I think that Millie's reporting is really just harsh, is really just super biased. And maybe she said some things, but child, it's not that serious. Meg wanted an easy win for press, and it's really backfiring. The way that Megan and Rock Nation is moving in the press towards the media, it's really, really backfiring. Like everything, and that's one of the reasons why Nicki is keying about it, because Rock Nation moves so strategically, but they're carrying out their plan. It's just not hitting the way that they wanted it to hit, and that's the key. That's the key right there. Because instead of Megan getting the good press that she wants, she's constantly getting dragged on social media. Constantly. It's so bad. It's so bad. And I don't even know if it's my algorithm, but everybody, she has so many people who don't like her, right? And she has, the Barbs. She has Tory Lane's fan base. She has men who feel like she lied. She has women who feel like she lied, so, and she did lie. She's a big liar. Like, Megan, you're a liar. And that's a fact because you said it. So you need to pipe down for real. And like Academics was saying, this don't make your relationship with the media any better. It actually makes it worse because now I might want to drag you even more, even if it's not in my best interest. But anyway, I was talking about Armon and Cardi. Armon, you need to get some motherfucking balls for real, for real. You need to get some motherfucking balls. And that's why it's given, like somehow Nicki got to be at the center of what's going on between Armon and Cardi. And it looks really, really bad that Armon is finally getting his recognition from Nicki Minaj and he's like going down. He's falling with Cardi. But honestly, it only makes Millie you look like she was in the right the whole time because that girl set you up. Cardi set you up, Armon. Cardi set you up. When are you going to have the full backbone to really like go against her and not delete these tweets? Like that is super disappointing because she's actually the one that's in the wrong. She's actually the one that's trying to bully you. You was not talking about her. You don't be talking about her unless somebody bring her up in conversation, but you're still letting her get the best of you. So you really have to Armon, you really got to think about like how you want to handle this Cardi situation because like it's giving pathetic. It's giving pathetic. All right, guys. I might have some more thoughts to say on that, like at some point as this, lawsuit continues and the back and forth continues regarding, like Armon and Millie and Cardi and Meg and blah, blah, blah. Oh, so much drama. But I want to say thank you so much for coming through for me tonight. I really appreciate all of you. It's been a, hold on. Is Nicki leaving? Hold on, guys.
Being better and better.
So it sounds like she's giving, her like good night remarks. She's giving her affirmations and, the Barbs are telling her they love her, have a good night and stuff like that. So it seems like Nicki is wrapping up the show. So we're definitely going to have to catch, I got some of it recorded. So I'm going to have to like listen back to it and see what is, worthy of me uploading, like what is worthy of talking about. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Hold on, Feeling 3000, you still up? Y'all still up on playback? Playback, stay up. YouTube, it's time for y'all to go to bed. Y'all want to, get into the unhinged content, come on playback, meet me on playback. But I appreciate y'all so much on YouTube. Make sure that you rewind to catch the beginning of the conversation. Stop talking about people's kids. Let me know how y'all feel about all of that stuff. Nicki and Cardi is back and forth. Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Who needs to stop? Who be starting? Who? All of that. And as well with Megan. Keep me updated on Megan's sales. How y'all feel about that? Make sure we got these numbers. Okay, I need the numbers on my desk by tomorrow morning. So I want to see you guys in the comments. Make sure that you listen back, child. I'll be listening back to myself. But yeah, we shall talk later on in the week, and you'll see me uploading a bunch of audio and other stuff that we've been covering. All right. Remember that you guys have access to my backup channel, which is Destiny Unhinged, and you will see start to see uploads and content on there that you're not going to find on here, which will be more of like unpopular opinions and stuff like that. So if you don't have my backup, you can get it from my main, and it's just if you scroll all the way down. All right, so let me know what you guys want to see here, talk about moving forward. It's the beginning of the week. Have a great start to your week. Have a great Monday, and we shall talk. Okay, protect your energy and protect your space and stay warm. She's obsessed with Megan. All right, Fiona, thank you so much for popping in the chat. Once again, I appreciate y'all so much. So much. All right, we'll talk soon. Later.